All right, join me as I'm going to do some tracking videos for drum exercise for the fill, and another one bites the dust. So I kind of broke this down into 3 different sections, and I think it'll, like, when I teach this in a lesson, this is how I do it. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do this on video. So if you guys want to help support the channel, become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com. We appreciate your guys' support. So let's just break down the fill. Full speed's 110. I don't know if these exercises will get to 110 or not. So the whole drum fill, and I'll play this a little sloppily, is this 1 and 2 and 3, which is kind of odd that we're starting with our left hand there. But we do that so we can start the drum fill, or does the fill start on 3 or does it start in the E? But so we can go right, left, right, left. So drum fill starts with the beat. 1 and 2 and 3. So first little exercise is just kind of based off that. We got the 1 and 2 and 3. A lot of times in lessons when I have a kid go from cross to open, it messes them up. So this is why it's part of the exercise. One thing that I notice that I do in these videos is as soon as I show the exercise, I just start going fast. So really, to present the exercise right in a lesson, I'd go this slow. Okay. When we do this with a click, we're going to do it around either 50 or 60 BPM. Kind of warmed up with it at 50, but I feel like that's a little too slow. All right, so exercise number 2 would be the... Now, essentially, we're just going right, left, right, left. Where that beat falls, though, is on the E of 3. So E and E. Or no, I can't count. E and 4. E and 4. What might be difficult right away is putting that on. The cool thing is with the metronome, we're going to end with 4 being on the click. We'll see if I can actually do that or not. So we'd go like 1, 2, 3, E and 4. 1, 2. And then the last exercise will be number 3. Would be 1. Oh, I don't like this extra. This guy right here. Do I need that? I don't know. No, okay. Back to focus. E and 4 E. E and 4 E. Might be hard about that right away is doing that. You hit 4 with your left hand. You know, oftentimes I go to film these and I'm like, oh, I would do this instead. So it's kind of part of that process, though, and that's why I'm calling it like tracking, filming exercises, kind of behind the scenes of, hey, this is kind of my process, and I'd rather do these all live because I don't know, it helps promote the channel. It forces me to get even better at this kind of stuff, presenting the idea. I feel like I'm really good in lessons presenting these ideas. I stink at video doing this live. So it's just, I'll get better, or, you know, you'll never see any of these ever again. Okay, so let's just jump into tracking. When we do these, we're going to do 4 in a row. So it'll be 2 measures of click in, and then 1 and 2 and 3. And then, yeah, I'll try to do 3 of them in a row. We have no beat on 4. Okay. Let's do some warm-up on it and just see how it feels. So this will be 60. And 2 and that'd be it. I mean, I feel like we're already ready to record that. I think 2 days ago I did a free-falling one that kind of aggravated me because my 8th notes were always a little sloppy. But it was doing that one that now I feel like, okay, I can lock into this 8th note really, really quickly. It's all about just doing this every single day, and I have to tell myself that. It's just showing up. It's showing up and just doing these videos, doing these exercises. I'm doing this partly because it helps my students, but I'm also, and like I said, promotes the channel and gives me something to do. I'd be aimless without having some focus in my life. but it also motivates me and pushes me as a musician. And recording yourself and listening back is a humbling experience. And the more you do it, the more humble you get. All right, so 60 BPM. So we could probably do it a little bit cleaner than that. I was doing really, really good, and then lost my brain. So a little slop in that last beat. We'll do a couple more. Again, we can always quantize these and make them work. All right, let's listen back to that one. I think we probably have it close enough if it's not perfect. Good. I like that. I just gotta clean up these kicks. They're a little bit, I think I adjusted the volume for an export, but it's a little bit much. So it's not that guy. Okay, well, maybe better. Sweet. I think that's totally fine for what we're doing right now. So exercise number 2 is the E and a 4. E and a 4. Now we're gonna see how I do on this one because my 16th notes offbeat 16th notes are a little sloppy. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, E and a 4. 1. So I'm always just going to do that click on 1, 2 because it's going to kind of help myself and anybody who's watching this as a little bit of a guide. All right, let's see how that goes in time. It's going to be a little weird for me. This might actually be one that is in good idea, but we might end up going. Actually, I think I like that already. But I'm going to try it with just the offbeat and see if I can do it, because it'll be a good challenge for me. If I can't do it, we're going to go to... Actually, it makes way more sense to do that right away. See, this is, again, why I'm doing this process live. So we're going to take this bad boy here. We're going to copy him over. It's not going to like that, though. Let's do this. Mostly perfect. Okay, I think that'll be good. If you switch that, yeah. All right, I think that makes more sense for exercise number 3, especially if we can get it to be in the right place on the page. There we go. So doing this 3 E and a 4. Otherwise, you're kind of practicing in space, and there's nothing really wrong with that, but just for my playing skill, it just makes more sense to go 3 E and a 4. Let's hear that at 60 BPM. 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 3 E and a 4. 3 E and a 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. So you hear a little bit of a flam on my 4. My 4 is 4. 4. I'm trying to slur that a little bit, but. 3E and a 4. 3E and a 4. That's the temp. Or that's the idea we need to drill into our heads. So let's just track a couple and see where we're at. So those weren't bad. My last 4 was bad. Let's just do it a click a minute. 1, 2, 3E and a 4. 1, 2, 3E and a 4. Okay. Oh. Let's fix that a minute. And let's just delete these all so we don't have any issues. Okay, let's try that again. Overall, not bad. Just do a couple more for fun. I feel like that was pretty close to what we need. We're just do one more for fun. I feel like that one probably was it though. Cool. Let's listen back to that one. That was nice. Yeah, that's perfectly fine for what we're doing. It was funny. One of my clicks was like coming from the, and then I caught back into time. Those little things like that, they'll come along. All right, and then exercise number 3. Now, again, when I'm doing these exercises, I don't care about full speed. Like, this is 60% or 60 BPM, which out of 110, I can't do math, so it's slower, right? Almost half, a little bit over half. It's just doing around that tempo, something that's understandable for our brains, and then we can build upon that. All right, so same thing on this one. Let's change it so we're doing all of this exercise. So a little bit more of a build. Why does it look? Oh, because that's 4E. Yeah, okay, that's right. Looks right. Yep, okay. So that last crash is on the E of 4. Let's run through that a couple times. Like added that extra kick drum, and I'm like, is that right? So we got 1, 2, same thing. Just gonna click our way into that all the time. So we just have less to focus on until we build the whole beat. So it'll be 1, 2, 3E and 4E. 1, 2, 3E and 4E. Let's put that into context via the time so I can kind of hear where that's going to go. 3 E and a 4 E. 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E. Anytime I'm struggling, especially because this is, I'm just breaking down these exercises for myself as much as I am for anybody else, is just bringing it to that hi-hat and hearing that 3 E and a 4 E, 3 E and a 4 E. That time I didn't do it. It's hearing where that beat has to go and bring it to the hi-hat. A simplistic rhythm is the best idea that you can do. Best thing that you can do. Best idea. All right, let's do a couple. Yeah, let's do a couple practices. 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E. So where I'm struggling, 4 E and 4 E and I'm not hearing that. 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2. Trying to jar my memory. And then 4 E and 1. I'm not hearing that 1 to come back in. And by hearing, I mean, like, I don't know where it is. Like, I'm guessing after I play this, like, is it, oh, it's there. And then I'm late. Yes, just do a couple more practices. 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2. So even there, as I was counting that, you could hear I was wrong. 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E. 1, 2. Two, 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2. 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and so I was late on those 4, so I stopped and started clicking it out. Three, 4. Two, 3 E and 4 E. 1, 2, 3 E and 4. 1, 2. So let's record. I think my my last snare is always early, is what it's sounding like right now. Again, that's why I recommend to myself and everyone else, record yourself, listen back, and hear the mistake that you're making. Don't live in this world where you're like, oh man, I think I was pretty good. I think I was pretty good. Record yourself and know. Start to get that feedback for yourself. And whenever I'm doing these videos, like in the back of my head, I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm going to get this in one exercise video, right? This might be a two-parter every single time, and surprise myself every once in a while that they're not. It's just a process. It's a learning process. So, what I hear is, for some reason, 3 E and. So, I was playing it fine before the crash, right? But now all of a sudden with that crash, and I feel like I'm putting that crash on the last beat. So let's listen to that. I'm not putting it where it's supposed to be. 3, 4. I need to count that from 1. Yeah. So what am I doing? I'm asking everyone else. What am I doing wrong that I'm not hearing 3 E and 4 E? I'm trying to put that kick crash on 1 now. All of a sudden, on 4. I shouldn't say on 1. On the downbeat. So something in my head is not allowing me to understand that right. So let's figure that out. That's what these exercises are good for. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, E and F. 1, 2, 3, E and F 4. All right, let's just start over. We'll try to do 4 in a row, and we'll try to adjust that snare every single time, so I'm getting it right eventually. It'll be the process of getting it right. So really, I figured it out already. I was rushing those 16th notes. I was putting 4 inside of a beat that should only have 3. So it's just holding back on that metronome. It's odd though that adding one extra piece, right? One element, that was enough to shift my rhythm. So it's just holding back, really listening to that click. So all of those, I think the first one might have been good. The rest were just rushing that last snare. So that was already way better. Let's do a couple and try to actually understand it. I always want to click 2 afterwards. That was way better already. Getting a sense for the timing. Cool. Let's see if I hate it when Logic does that. I think the audio file is still there. It's just hidden. We're not going to worry about it. So now we're kind of like we're building to this full beat, right? The full drum fill before the chorus. So then we put it all together at a slow tempo, and then if we have time, which we're running out of, you know, we'll do the exact same thing on faster tempos. And this might be a video that happens tomorrow. All right, so full beat, 1 and 2 and 3. So my big issue is rushing those 16th notes. So just gotta watch that. We'll just jump in and track right away. Oh. I got lulled into thinking that I click back in every time. I don't. Let's just delete. So that one definitely I rushed a little bit. Same thing. Definitely some rushing that I need to resolve. No comment. Just need to keep doing it. Better. It's for me, and just where my skill set is not, okay, or what I'm trying to develop is focusing on my playing, but listening to that metronome enough that I'm trying to groove with it, trying to hear just that snare hit on the 4 with my left hand. That's what I'm trying to lock into. If you can visualize that as you're playing, like, you're going to open up doors. And it's not just this song, it's just every song, right? If you can play this is by far not a complicated beat. The offbeat start on the snare, I think, is enough to, throw me a little bit. It's just little things like that. I'm trying to get to the point where I can hear that click clearly with my snare on 4. When I say it out loud, it sounds like it should be the simplest thing ever, but it's not. So that one was just rushed. That was good. Rushed. So let's clean that up. We're just going to do a couple. I got about 10 minutes. Nah, got about 5 minutes left. Already that one was better. I think between those last two, I probably have it. I think the one before that was actually better. This one probably had a better feel to it, but I had one beat that was off. Again, doing these over and over again, I'm trying to not only get better at drums, but to hear, I want to be able to play a track, instantly hear like, all right, I made these 2 mistakes. Let's fix that. The only way that you're going to get that skill set, the only way that I'm going to get skill set is 100 of these, 100 tracking videos where I track, listen back, analyze, fix. Track, listen, analyze, fix. Yeah, probably in that order. So a little flam on that one on the snare. So that second measure, that snare landed perfect. I wonder if something else was messed up because I'm so focused in on that snare on 4, but. Flammed. And let's listen to the last one. Oh, no, okay, this is the last one. Two, 3, 4. I was listening, but not. Felt pretty good, though. A little bit of a flam. That was nice. Nice. Cool. All right, so I'm going to have to obviously finish this tomorrow because I'm running out of time. Let's save that. We'll do the exact same thing tomorrow. We'll just go faster tempos. I don't see a reason to redo those. I mean, other videos I've done, I'm like, I listen back the next day and I'm like, this is complete shit. These I feel like are decent enough where it's like, yeah, quantize them a little bit, tighten them up. Make sure you have enough takes of the same. But tomorrow we'll do faster tempos, work on the beat, and we'll go from there. So, hey, guys, thanks for paying attention. Thanks for checking us out. Become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com. That's our website. We sell sheet music, lesson videos, all that good stuff. So, love to help you guys out in your musical journey, and I'll talk to you all soon.